Hello, Blossom Goodchild here. Now this may seem a little strange, but I'm going to pretend that the blue light in the camera there is an audience full of people. Why? Because I love to do this. Last week I did a white cloud afternoon, and there was about 30 or so attending, and I actually hadn't done that for over a year. And I had such fun, and I really, really enjoy it. And I did a chat and a channeling, like I'm hoping to do for you this afternoon. So it's all a bit strange doing it this way, but I just figured, I've been doing this for 15, 16 years, I'm not sure which. And to me, to have some amazing energy like White Cloud come through me and speak, and he's such a passionate, beautiful energy that it seems ridiculous to me that I don't have the opportunity to get him out there more. I've tried, believe me. I've tried. And, sometimes I'm told that maybe it just isn't the right time yet. And I'm thinking, well, that was okay in the first 2 or 3 years, but now we're 15 years down the track, hello. And so it came to me that I thought, right, if I can't get to the people, I've got this wonderful outlet here where the people can come to me in my front room here, and I'll have a little chat in that way. When I do these chats before the channel, when I have the opportunity to be out and about, I was told a long time ago, when I was told that I had to chat beforehand, I was like, you're joking, what am I going to chat about? And they said, you're not to prepare, you just have to trust that whatever comes through is the right thing to come through. And in one way, that's really good, because I don't have to do all these preparations and this, that and the other. But in another way, it's quite daunting, because you think, when I do go out to people, I'm there and I'm like, I've got no idea what I'm going to talk about. And, that is a real trust thing. And I'm doing the same today. I can't tell you how how many times I've sat in this chair and just thought, okay, start, Blossom, start. And I thought, I can't. I'm talking to a blue light, for goodness sake, on a laptop. But I just thought, I'm going to give it a go. And I'm not going to go on for too long, but just to sort of say hello, really. People write in and ask what I'm doing, and I'm not. I'm doing my channelings that go out every week, and just recently the Federation have started speaking through me, which completely took me by surprise. I have other energies that do come in, with White Cloud as my gatekeeper always, and maybe later on, after White Cloud or during White Cloud speaking, maybe another energy, maybe the Federation of Light might like to come through and say some words. I really don't know. I'm just having to see how it goes, really. So here I am, sitting in my front room, saying hello to all you and wondering how you're going out there. I don't know about you, but definitely since 2012, there has been a huge shift in energies, in mine, certainly. So I'm imagining, everybody else's in some way or another. My focus at the moment is trying, and I say trying because I do have to try. I don't know about you, but I have to try often to be happy. I do. I sometimes feel the energies are so heavy around me, or just either inside my head, or I don't know, that it's difficult to walk around going, hi, how are you? And keep that energy high. I find that quite difficult, especially at the moment. I don't know why that is, but I do understand that everything is about keeping that vibration high. Therefore, I feel I'm letting the side down a little. You know what I mean? Now and then I'm like, oh, Blossom, practice what you preach, love. And so I do. That's what I mean by having to work at it sometimes. There are days when I'm with people that, I'm just on a natural high and I'm feeling really good. And I think this is what it's all about. But then there are other days when it really is a bit of a slog. And I from what the Federation have been saying, lately, which I really understand, is this thing of, the more we keep our vibration high, then the more we are serving everybody else. And, so our thing is to be happy. That's all we have to do. And I'm like, well, that's absolutely marvelous. Is it? Yes, it is, if you can be. So what is it? I question myself, what is it that makes me not so happy and brings my vibration down sometimes? I have a beautiful life compared to many. I live in a beautiful place, a lovely beach, I've got a new little puppy. Life is good. And yet sometimes I'm still having to fight this sort of, oh dear, and I still sometimes look up at the stars and I'm like, take me home, sonny boy, really, I'm like, oh, hello up there, hello, knowing that I have to be down here for this purpose, for this mission that I volunteered to do, apparently, and I shall continue to see it through. The same with you. It's like we all are here for a specific reason, to lift the vibration of everything, of the one, of the earth plane, of inner earth, of outer earth, into this higher dimension, the fifth dimension. Long time ago I was like, what is all that about, all this dimension stuff and everything? To be honest, I'm no scientist and I don't really understand a great deal of it. But at the end, and I'm not qualified in any shape or form to chat in this way. I've seen people do chats and they've got their charts and they're this and they've got dates and years and equations and all this. Nah. If somebody says to me percentage, I fall on the floor and faint. I'm just I'm just not made that way. But what I do feel I'm qualified to talk about is love, I suppose, as indeed we all are, because that is who we are. And the Federation and White Cloud and all the beings that come through different channelers speak about love. People get a little bored sometimes. They write in and say they're bored with hearing about love. Well, sorry. What would you like me to talk about? It's not me, it's them. And they choose to bring through this message about who we are. Love. But actually remembering that is a trigger, that I haven't yet found to go deep inside of me. I meditate, not every day. I'm not perfect by any means. I try to meditate and I do sometimes go to different places, Other times I'm trying to think, oh, I must remember to get that at the shopping today. Oh, and I must remember to phone so-and-so, and I haven't meditated well at all. So to find that love, the fullness of love, is what I am searching for. I don't know about you. I have times when I feel really, really so full of love. I feel that happiness. I feel that this is what it's all about, and I like to spread that around. I do have times like that, as I'm sure we all do. And I guess when they say remember who you are, that is remembering that feeling. That feeling is love, is who we are. And when we're not feeling that way, it's not that we're not being who we are, it's just we're on a different vibration of it. And it is, I think, necessary to be aware of it. Sometimes you can be like, oh, look, I just haven't got the energy today, tomorrow will be a better day, please. And another time, I have to consciously make that effort to say, come on, be grateful. What have you got to be grateful for? Okay, lift yourself out of it, because I think that is part of our responsibility, duty, as to why we're here. That And it's fantastic, really, isn't it? That's all we've got to do, is keep our vibration high. Hello, difficult job? Sometimes. But you know what I mean? What a joyous job. It's not, our mission isn't down here to say, could you stack those shelves full of baked beans all your life? And that's it, that's all is required of you. It could be that you've chosen to stack baked beans all your life, but the question is, whilst doing so, what are you giving out? Whatever you choose to do or have chosen to do as your required career or not, really is quite irrelevant. But what is relevant is that you go about your day giving out this love that you are. When you're stuck in traffic or in a queue in the shops and you're like, please come on, I've got better things to do with my time. Well, have you, actually? Because if you actually just stood in that shop and thought, you know what, I'm just going to send that love out while I'm here, you are playing a far more important role than being the CEO of a particular bank or something. It is about smiling. It is about each other. And by loving ourselves, which isn't always easy to do, let's be honest, is it? Dear. But that, I think, is the trick. We wouldn't beat ourselves up so much if we were somebody else, because we're kinder to somebody else. But when it comes down to being kind to ourselves, we sort of have this thing of, oh, well, I'm not perfect, and there's this wrong with me, and there's that wrong with me, and what about this, and what about that, on and on and on. Other people don't look at you that way, in the way that you look at yourself. I think the key is to really, really love yourself. Really love yourself. Fill yourself up from your toes all the way up. Charge that battery like you're plugging in a phone, plug yourself in. I think that's a really good thing. Imagine, sometimes when I'm about to do a reading or something, I imagine the person whose photograph I have on my computer, and first of all I imagine, a plug coming from their heart, all the way up, out the head chakra, that opens up, all the way up, up, and plugging into a socket. And then I do the same for myself. Plug, into a double socket, right? And then from there's another single cord that goes up, and plugs into a socket much higher up. And then I visualize switching that light on. And so I feel as if it's like, perhaps what would that be? Abraham and Esther, Esther Hicks, who I think are phenomenal teachers. Is that the vortex we're sort of charging into, able to bring down all that into our being? We can do it at any time. We have access to our imagination and our visualization any time, day or night. That is never shut down. That is never taken away from us. And so it's up to us to keep charging ourselves up so that we're full of that love. Because if it is our job to keep giving it out, well, unless we charge it up again, we're going to feel pretty depleted. So it's a really good thing to meditate. White Cloud says 10 minutes a day, that's all you need to do. 10 minutes a day just to fill yourself with more and more and more pure, high energy love in order to do what you came here to do. And, sometimes, probably like you, I think, oh dear, how long is all this going to take? People write into me to say, Blossom, would you just stop with the, when are they going to appear in the sky? When are these ships going to appear in the sky? Let go of that, move on. It's not about that, Blossom. It's about you and who you are, and that's how we'll change the world and all that. hello, no offence, but yes, I understand that. There's a lot of things people write into me, and I think, yep, I understand that. Anyway, but it's the reason I want those huge, vast ships to appear in the sky is because then I feel that we, as a collective human race down here, doing our duty that we came to do, have made it to a certain level and raised the energy of the planet and ourselves to a certain level so that they are able to show themselves. And then I can think, jolly dee, we're ready to move on to the next phase. That's why I want to see ships, light ships in the sky, not because I think, oh, could you come and help? Could you come and help? You know, hello, we know. We're the ones here doing the groundwork. We don't need that help, you know, to save us. We know that. Hello. We're in the university stages now. We're no longer in the kindergarten. We've all grown. We've all evolved. We've all understood so much more these days. And I feel, you know, we are very blessed to understand these things, because when you're on track and you know in your heart that you really are getting through to somebody or making a difference to the planet in whatever way, you know, whatever floats your boat, whatever blows your blouse up. I love that saying. But you know what I mean? It's like, do what makes you happy. I know it's very easy to say and not so easy to do, but forget about finance. Remove finance from your whole being, because it messes everything up mostly, does it not? If you just imagine that there is no money, you know, you're just looked after, you're just provided for, you don't need the money, just everything will come. You know, it's just there for you. When you need to eat, there will be food. You know, when you need to buy a new dress, there will be the new dress, etc., etc. Forget about the money. What would your heart want to do? What fills your soul with excitement and passion and joy and makes you feel, this is who I am? Each one of us has that inside. Some of you, I've heard many people say, oh, Blossom, it's all right for you. You know what you're doing. I don't know what I want to do. I can't, yes, I don't know that, because I've always known that I wanted to, you know, be in the theatre and be a performer, and then later in life, this weird thing came along, unbeknownst to me that I was going to be doing this. So yes, I do know what I want to do, not always able to do it when I'd like to do it, but I do know what floats my boat. And some people say they just don't know. They must. I can't quite believe, but maybe I'm wrong, that there isn't something that everybody has or feels that they do that makes them go, I love this. Be it woodwork, be it flower arranging, be it knitting, crocheting, be it painting, be it building the Eiffel Tower too. You know, something inside everybody, I'm sure, is there that makes them feel alive and makes them feel like time disappears. There is no time when you're doing that, etc., etc. By doing that, you are serving the whole. You're serving yourself and you're serving the whole, because that vibration, when you have that passion going on, that vibration is like a ripple on a pond. Out it goes, out it goes, out it goes, to all, to everywhere. It becomes part of the whole. That is why when, you know, we're asked from upstairs not to you know, focus on these dreadful things that are going on, you know, that are fed to us all the time on the telly, let's be honest, and in the newspapers, wherever you go. Horror, 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 misery, 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 you know, rape, 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 robbery, robbery, on and on and on, as we all know. Well, you can sit there and you can feed that energy. just sit there on your own and watch the telly, or you can sit there with some friends and discuss it all and go, God, that's terrible. Isn't that terrible? Well, what service are you doing to the whole by doing that? Yes, it might be terrible, but you are adding to it by going, oh, this is terrible. So get out from there and go and, take a walk or do what you want to do, because that is what will... Why I'm pausing a little bit here is because my dog, my puppy, who I've shut out, is scratching at the door and it's putting me off a little. Not sure what to do about that. Thanks so much for that, Chief. He's called Chief. He's stopped now, so I'll see if I carry on, shall I? Bless him. Lost my train of thought altogether. No, but so not to feed that energy at all, but to then go and create the best energy you can from yourself, to then put that out into the world, to then replace or change the energy of those horrible things that are going on. Don't add to it, change it. That way you are benefiting the whole greatly. I don't know, I've really been put off my stride with my puppy now. So maybe that's just all for today. I just thought I'd just have a little chat and just see how it goes. And I'm not going to do one every week by any means, but just every now and then, just sort of say hello in this way, and see how it all goes. So I might now, I don't know whether to go and open the door and let the puppy through, or just to leave him be, because I'd like to just sort of bring Whitecloud through if we can, and see what he'd like to say. And if there's another energy that would like to come through also, I'm open to that. I never know when another energy is coming through. I can feel the change of energy, but I don't know who it's going to be till they actually open their mouth. And often, when I say often, how often does it happen? But when it does happen, when that energy comes through and is speaking, I can say in my side of my head, who are you? Where are you from? Yet they can't always tell, because it might be that where they're from just isn't pronounceable in my vocabulary. It's not on my vibration of sound, things like that. So therefore I really feel, it's like Whitecloud says, that, he comes through in this Native American guise, because people are familiar with that and attracted to that, and that one day he will reveal who he truly is. Well, to me it doesn't really matter, with all respect. And as he says, it's not about who he is, it's about the message that he wants to get across. And I feel that's the same when another energy comes through, that it doesn't really matter who they are, it's what they have to say. And not only that, it's the energy they carry. And that's, I suppose, in a way why I'm a little, that I want it to get out and about more, because when you're actually in the company of Whitecloud or other energies, people say they really feel that higher energy, and they shift. There's a shift that takes place because of that higher energy, and they certainly walk out of that place in a much higher vibration than when they came in, and so that's another reason why I like to do this. And I am hoping that just by doing this on camera, that energetically, if you're tuned in to it all, then you're able to pick up and have a shift take place yourself in your energy from the love that is brought through. So my dog seems to have settled down now. So I'm going to tune in and bring Whitecloud through. I could cut it, turn it off and turn it back on again. But really, some people like to see how it all works. takes a few minutes or so, and when he's ready, I'm sure he will speak. So let's give it a go. Divine Spirit, we thank you for bringing us together this day, and we ask for a circle of protection around each one of us, so that we may be kept safe, warm and protected in your light and your love. We ask now for the highest good of all, for White Cloud to draw close. We ask too that this channeling is given with ease, truth and clarity, to assist the soul of each one who listens as we walk this time upon life's journey. In love and thanks. A very warm welcome to each one of you that is sitting in front of your computer, looking at me as I, my friends, look at you. So in one moment, I will open up the eyes. And it is that it just takes a little while for the vibration to come down, so that I am able to look into the camera, so that I am in that sense looking at you. Hello to you, my friends. I am very happy to have this opportunity, because this miraculous internet that you give the name to enables one to speak to so many more people, and that is why I dropped the idea into Blossom's head to do this, because it is there for the taking, is it not? So what would it be today, my friends, that I speak to you about? You are all nodding, are you not, saying, surely White Cloud, it will be about love. My friends, it cannot not be, because everything is love. It is just as you know that it is just on a different level of itself. And when Blossom spoke of the vibrational energy that you are, then it is that important that you keep it of that level. Blossom is struggling greatly because of her little puppy, who she has named Chief, is struggling a little to be let in. I am sending myself out there to calm him down a little. So I speak to you of vibrational energy. Everything has a frequency. Otherwise, it could not be itself. All things, your chairs, your tables, your water, your skies, your flowers, they all resonate through love. You resonate through love. And yet, my friends, sometimes you forget that this is what allows you to tick tock of your heart. That is because of the resonance that you are, the love that you are in soul, spirit, self, allows your body to work. That is why when the soul leaves, your body cannot work. That is why when the soul leaves when you are sleeping, that your body lies motionless. I would like to speak a little of times that you leave your body, not for good, but perhaps in sleep times or in meditation. Of course, there is always the silver cord that is there to ground you. You could get very lost out there if you did not have that attached to you to bring you back inside your body when you have traveled far and wide. Is it not sometimes, my friends, when you wake up, that you feel it is time to go to bed because you feel so tired? You are multidimensional beings. You work very hard when you are resting in your sleep. You are light workers, and you never stop shining your light to where it is needed. It may be on your planet, indeed it may be on another planet that you travel to when you think you are asleep, just to be there, just to shine your light. And other times, you may be an angel to somebody in the guise of human form, perhaps on the other side of your planet. When you sleep, you may sit at the bed of someone who is sick. You may help a little soul that is lost. So many things you are capable of doing when you are not trapped inside of your physicality. And yet you chose to be here, did you not? You chose to come to this beautiful planet Earth and assist her, because you are part of her. And enough is enough. Many times your planet has built itself up, and then we would say blown itself up. And then it has rebuilt again and again and again. Yet this time, my friends, it is a different way, a different fashion. No more is it to fall apart and be rebuilt. Lessons have been learned. It is time to move on. And that is why as a soul being of love, united with all other soul beings of love, united with Mother Earth and those beings of great love inside of the earth. You agreed that you would come here and be here at this time to take it up. Somebody asked when I was speaking out and about last week as to whether it literally goes up. How would that happen? And I explained that it does not go up. In a sense, it is that it goes through. It goes through the veil into a dimension that is of a lighter energy, a lighter, higher vibration. Some of you are just opening the curtains to that way through, and you have a little peek, and you think that looks nice through there, and you open them a little more and a little more so that the light comes through into you, and you feel it. And you want to open the curtains a little more and a little more. That is how it works. Other people, my friends, they may open it and shut it very quickly because they are not quite ready for the radiance within their being to merge because of the greatness, the purity of light that is in this higher vibrational energy through the veil. I speak in ways often that some are able to visit the elemental dimension whilst walking in the woods. Perhaps they are able to actually see with their human eye, not their spiritual eye, their human eye, elemental beings at work, at play, because they have allowed their being to enter into that vibration. They have put themselves in that same vibration. And that is what you are all heading towards. I do not wish to say working towards. It is not work. To be love is not work. As Blossom was saying earlier, that she has to try sometimes. Maybe that is so, but it is not hard work. It is a discovery of another level of yourself. Sometimes you feel like giving up. You feel like giving in, do you not? You feel that all strength has left you. And then at other times, you feel like you could climb the highest mountain and shout from the rooftops about this love that you are discovering of yourself because of the feeling you feel. Let your feelings guide you. This, when you fully understand it, makes life so much more adjustable. By feeling your feelings, you know what you are feeling. And if you do not like it, change your thought patterns. Your thoughts and your heart space are fully connected. You cannot be feeling something of great joy if your mind is telling you otherwise. You cannot have an alive mind of great joy if your heart is feeling great sadness. They are intertwined. They work with one another. Make them your best friends. I am wondering now whether we will just, for this time, leave it here. Because it can be, there's a saying in the theater that Blossom knows as an actress, that less is more. And so for now, this has just been a little experiment for us to do this little video to see how it goes. And I feel that for now it is time to leave it like this. And perhaps another time we can do another one, and yet I am explaining to Blossom that the more we do, like anything, the more we do, the more we will become accustomed to it, and it will take on a life of its own. So, my dear friends, it is merely that I wanted to say hello to you in love. And so much love to each one of you. Even through this, you can feel the love I am sending to you. Can you not? I hope that I have brought a smile to your face and a warmth to your heart this day. We give thanks to the Divine Oneness for allowing this little chat to take place. We ask always that we may remain humble in order to serve and to receive, and that we may continue to walk boldly as the light and the love. Adieu, my friends. Adieu. Hello, me again. I always used to feel when White Cloud had finished speaking that I should make lots of jokes and things, to sort of break the ice a little. And then I realised that's not the way to go at all. It's out of respect just to, let the few moments go by as the energy is integrated and completes within your being. and just allow that to take place. I'm going to strangle that puppy. No, truly, you probably might not have been able to hear him, but sort of 3 or 4 times throughout this entire video, he's been up scratching at the glass door, which has been very off-putting. You know, when you've got a Native American Indian speaking through you, you're in this side, he's in that, and you've got a puppy in the background trying to get in. You know, one has to concentrate really hard. Indeed, you know, even when the Native American Indian wasn't in and the puppy was scratching at the door, it's like, no, 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 not now, not now. Anyway, he is absolutely delightful. I might just have to go and get him, actually, just to show you. Should I do that? I think I will. Bear with me one moment. Chief, okay. Okay, this is the little chappie. Look at that. This is Chief. I know, I'm one of those people. I've just gone do Lara over this little thing. He's 5 months old. He's a spoodle, and he's so good, but just not in times when I need him to be good. So there we go. See, there we go. I'm one of those mad people that have their dogs talk to them. Yes, yes, good boy, good boy. So, there we go, that's Chief, that's me done. Might have to edit that bit out, I don't know. People, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm not sure if it went as well as I was hoping it would. I don't really know till I listen back. But anyway, I'll put it up. It might give somebody a smile for their day. And, you know, perhaps as White Cloud says, as we try a few more down the track, then I might get more proficient at it. Wouldn't want to bore. So, on that note, have a lovely, lovely day, evening, time, whatever. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and for my little chat in a channel, and I'll resume my normal channeling next week, or this week, or I don't know when, whenever the mood takes. Lots of love to you. Keep smiling, keep shining out that light. We're getting there. But one thing I do know, we're going to make it through. I just know that. No matter how long it takes, we're going to make it through. See you there. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.